Yo, what's good? Fight fans. Welcome back to Ring Ruler, your home for all things boxing, where we break down the biggest fights, the baddest fighters, and the moments that make this sport legendary. Today, we're diving into a question that's got the boxing world buzzing. Is this the man to finally beat Naoya Inoue? The monster himself, the undisputed super bantamweight king, the four-division champ with a terrifying 90% knockout rate. But hold up, there's a challenger stepping into the ring who might just have what it takes to dethrone him. His name? Murodjon Akhmadaliev. Stick with me until the end, because we're breaking down why this fight could change boxing forever. And I've got a bold prediction you won't want to miss. Plus, I need you to hit that like button, subscribe to Ring Ruler, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get this party started. Let's set the stage with Naoya Inoue, a fighter. So dominant he's practically a myth. This guy isn't just winning fights, he's ending careers. With a record of 29-0, knockout rate of 94%, the highest in world title history. That's not a stat, that's a warning. His fights are like watching a master artist paint with punches. Every jab, hook, and uppercut is precise, powerful, and punishing. Remember his 2023 demolition of Stephen Fulton? 8 rounds of pure dominance, breaking down a slick, undefeated champ like it was nothing. Or how about that war with Nonito Donaire in 2019, where Inoue's face looked like it went 12 rounds, with a sledgehammer, but he still came out on top. And don't forget the Tokyo Dome in 2024, when Luis Neri caught him with a first-round knockdown, only for Inoue to roar back and sleep Neri in 6. That's the thing about Inoue. He doesn't just beat you, he makes you regret stepping in the ring. Former opponent Jason Maloney put it perfectly. He hurts you, and you stay hurt. On Ring Ruler, we've covered a lot of greats, but Inoue's on another level. His footwork is like a dance, his power is like a truck, and his fight IQ, off the charts. But here's the kicker, even monsters can bleed. That Neri knockdown proved Inoue's human, and it's got fans and analysts whispering about vulnerabilities. Sure, he got up and turned the fight into a highlight reel, but for a split second, the invincible looked vincible. So, what does it take to beat a guy who fights like he's coded for perfection? You need speed to match his, power to make him respect you, and a game plan to disrupt that razor-sharp rhythm. Enter Murodjon Akhmadaliev, the Uzbek warrior who's stepping up to face Inoue on September 14, 2025, in Tokyo. This fight is the talk of the boxing world, and here on Ring Ruler, we're going to break down why it's must-watch TV. Let's talk about Akhmadaliev, because this guy is no ordinary challenger. With a record of 12-1, 9 knockouts, he's a former unified super bantamweight champion who's been tearing through the division. An Olympic bronze medalist, Akhmadaliev's got the pedigree to hang with the elite. His southpaw stance is a puzzle. Most fighters hate solving, and his left hook, it's the kind of punch that can change a fight in a heartbeat. Nonito Donaire, who pushed Inoue to the brink, said the key to beating him is a rock-solid defense and sharp counterpunching. Guess who's got both? Akhmadaliev. His pressure style is relentless. He's not just throwing punches, he's hunting you down, cutting angles, and making you uncomfortable. If you've seen his fights, like his 2020 win over Daniel Roman to claim the WBA and IBF titles, you know he's got the heart and the skills to back it up. On Ring Ruler, we've analyzed plenty of contenders, but Akhmadaliev feels different. He's got that dog in him, and he's coming to Tokyo with a chip on his shoulder, ready to reclaim his spot at the top. So, how does Akhmadaliev pull off the upset of the century? Let's break it down like we always do on Ring Ruler. First, he's got to make this fight ugly. Inoue thrives in clean, technical battles where he can pick you apart with surgical precision. Akhmadaliev needs to rough him up, close the distance, smother Inoue's combinations, and turn it into a dogfight. Think of how Donaire used movement and counters to frustrate Inoue in their first fight. Akhmadaliev's southpaw stance could be a game-changer here, especially since Inoue's faced fewer lefties in his career. A southpaw's angles can throw off even the best boxer's timing, and if Akhmadaliev can land that big counter left hook, boom, it could be lights out. Second, he's got to protect himself from Inoue's body shots. The monster loves digging to the body, wearing you down until you're gasping for air. Akhmadaliev's defense needs to be airtight, because one mistake against Inoue is all it takes. Finally, stamina is key. Inoue's fights rarely go the distance, but if Akhmadaliev can weather the early storm and push into the later rounds, he might catch Inoue slipping. It's a tall order, no doubt. But this is why we love boxing on Ring Ruler. Anything can happen when two warriors collide. Now let's talk about why this fight is bigger than just another title defense. Japan's boxing scene is on fire, and Inoue's the face of it. He's not just fighting for belts, he's fighting for legacy. A win over Akhmadaliev would cement him as one of the all-time greats, potentially setting up dream matchups at featherweight or beyond. But for Akhmadaliev, this is about redemption. After losing his titles, he's back with a vengeance, and a victory over Inoue would be the biggest upset since Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson. The stakes are sky high, and the boxing world is watching. Inoue himself called this fight the one everyone's talking about, and you can feel the tension building. On Ring Ruler, we know a legacy-defining fight when we see one, and this is it. Let's get to the X factor, because every great fight has one. For Inoue, it's his ability to adapt. That Neri fight showed it. Get knocked down, get back up, and turn into a predator. He adjusts mid-fight like he's reading your mind, finding holes in your game you didn't even know existed. His punches don't just land, they detonate. Boxers like Paul Butler and TJ Doheny have said facing Inoue feels like getting hit by a train. But Akhmadaliev's X factor is his grit. This guy's been through wars, from the Olympics to world title fights, and he doesn't back down. His loss to Marlon Tapales in 2023 was controversial, and he's been on a mission ever since. That hunger could be the difference maker. If he can absorb Inoue's power and keep coming forward, we might see something special. So, what's my prediction? Look, I know a lot of you in the Ring Ruler community are riding with Inoue, and I get it. He's a once-in-a-generation talent. But I'm going out on a limb here. I think Akhmadaliev's southpaw style and counterpunching give him a real shot. If he can survive the early rounds and land that big left hand, we could see Inoue in trouble. My official Ring Ruler prediction: Inoue wins by decision in a close, bloody war. But don't be shocked if Akhmadaliev pulls off the upset of 2025. You heard it here first, folks. Before we wrap up, let's talk about what makes this fight so exciting for us boxing nerds. Inoue's fights are events. Every punch feels like it could end it all. But Akhmadaliev's not here to be another highlight on Inoue's reel. He's got the tools, the heart, and the game plan to make this competitive. Will the monster keep his throne, or will the Uzbek challenger shock the world? I want to hear from you, Ring Ruler fam. Drop your predictions in the comments. Inoue by KO, Akhmadaliev by upset, or does it go the distance? While you're at it, smash that like button if you're hyped for this fight. And if you're new to Ring Ruler, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our breakdowns of the biggest fights in boxing. We've got more coming, your way, including a deep dive into the fallout of this mega fight. Clips of Inoue and Akhmadaliev training, staring each other down at the press conference with dramatic music building. One last thing, boxing's unpredictable, and that's why we love it. September 14th, 2025 could be the night we see history. Will Inoue's reign continue, or will Akhmadaliev etch his name in the record books? Stay tuned to Ring Ruler for all the updates, and let's count down to the opening bell together. Until next time, keep your hands up, your chin down, and your eyes on the ring. Peace out.